If you can't understand movies without subtitles, there is nothing wrong with you. You just don't know how to do it. In the past, the worst thing for me was watching a movie with subtitle. I wouldn't enjoy it. I would miss the facial expressions, the gestures, the scene details, and the emotional vibe. Basically, I was reading a transcript while a movie was playing in the background. It wasn't enjoyable at all. It was actually really boring because it felt like I was just reading with some noise behind it. Look, I could understand some videos like TED Talk and I thought my listening was good, but when I watched movies, I couldn't understand what the characters were saying. Well, actually, I didn't know how to watch movies in English. I didn't know the secret of watching movies and understanding movies. So I kept researching and studying, and finally I discovered the secret. And then I turned off the subtitles forever, and now I enjoy watching movies. So in this video, I'm gonna share all of that with you. I've got you 5 tips to help you understand movies, and these are the exact secret that helped me to go from struggling to actually enjoying movies without subtitles. Tip number 1, the training wheels method. Look, if you need subtitles to understand movies, it's okay, use them. One of the most effective exercises that I did was going on YouTube, watching some videos like reality shows, talk shows, lifestyle videos made by native speakers. Now, how I watch these videos? I turn on subtitles on YouTube and try to watch the whole video with subtitles. Now, if there's something that I couldn't figure out, even with subtitles, I'd hit pause, look at the subtitle, think, and try to analyze it. And sometimes I'd even research the words, try to get it. Then after finishing the video, I'd watch the video again from the beginning, but this time without subtitles. It was so helpful. It really helps switch your brain from reading mode to listening mode, and it trains your ears to become sharper, to catch words more easily. But make sure to pick videos that are under 10 minutes and you like. It becomes so much easier to watch them twice, once with subtitle and once without. You see, the Robert van der Planck 2016 research showed that if English subtitles are used smartly in the long term, they strengthen your listening ability, not weaken it. But the point is not to become dependent on subtitles. Subtitles are temporary help. Look, watching movies in English is like riding a bicycle. First, you ride with 2 training wheels. Then, after you learn to keep your balance, you remove the 2 training wheels. Subtitles are like the training wheels. The final goal is to watch movies without subtitles. Tip number 2, the sweet spot selection. Look, natives speak so fast and it's confusing. According to some studies, their speaking speed is faster than a non-native brain can process. And it happens in every language. Natives speak around 150 to 200 words per minute. It's a lot, but your brain can process only 100 words. So basically, your ears hear everything, but your brain struggles to keep up. But don't worry, you can train your brain to keep up with speed. How to do that? Stephen Krashen, one of the most well-known experts in the second language learning, he believes that the real learning happens when you listen to something that is just slightly above your current level. He puts it in simple formula. I plus 1. I is your current level. 1 means just a little beyond your current level. So back then, I had no choice. I had to stop watching Sex and the City, Friends, Game of Thrones, and watch something easier. And this is something that you have to do. So start with a lower level. I started by watching cartoons. Cartoons have simple English and they normally speak slower than movies. Back then, I was so much into princess vibe. So I watched Shrek, Snow White, Rapunzel, and this is the point. You can watch anything that you like. There are so many great animated movies out there like Zootopia, Toy Story, Baby Boss. Oh my god, this is something that you have to watch. I also watched lifestyle and travel YouTube videos where a native speaker was speaking, and that was super effective because they weren't teaching or giving a speech, they were just speaking at their normal real life speed. And since there was just one person speaking, I could focus on what they were saying. Unlike movies, in movies, people are talking, two people are talking together, or many people attacking each other, so you can't keep up with it. Tip number 3, the tempo control trick. There's a simple trick I use that is some kind of interesting and strange. I slowed down the movie so I could hear the content clearly. Funny, right? Most people do it for fun, but I did it to help my listening. Almost every platform has a speed control, so it's super easy. I would set a video to 0.75x. Well, sure, at first it was, the voices were strange, but you get used to it fast. And this gives your brain more time to process the sounds. And after a while, your brain starts to predict what's coming next before you hear the whole sentence. But slowing it down is just the first step. If you want to really level up, you gotta add a little challenge. So once I felt like I understood most of what was going on, what was happening, I slowly brought the speed back to normal. But I didn't stop there. I pushed it to 1.25x, 1.5x, and sometimes 2x. I know at first it feels uncomfortable. Your brain is like, whoa, too fast. But trust me, if you stick with it, something amazing happens. Your ears start catching words way more naturally. Right now, I watch a lot of videos with 2x just because it feels normal to me. I mean, it's really boring to watch a video with its normal speed. So start easy, then slowly increase the difficulty. This is the real secret. Easy, then harder, then normal feels easy. Tip number 4, the native flow chain. I learned that native speakers, not only do they speak fast, but actually when they speak fast, they link their words together and the sound changes completely. We all say native speakers speak fast, but actually there's a scientific reason why native speakers speak fast. It's not because they speak extremely fast, but because they link sounds. You see, the human mouth is lazy. So, it tries to save energy. So instead of stopping between each word, the mouth connects them to keep the flow smooth. Understanding English movies and native speakers is so hard because of some linking sounds, because there's some annoying linking sounds that everybody does. For example, look at this sentence. Should we just tell her we're gonna go and have a good day? Should we just tell her we're gonna go and have a good day? It's crazy talk, crazy talk. Actually, I have a whole video on connected speech and linking. If you want to learn more, you can check out this video next. Tip number 5, the native shortcut words. The next important thing I did that helped me to understand movies was learning contractions. Look, never ever underestimate the power of contractions. In movies, basically native speakers use contractions all the time. Like the one everyone knows, wanna instead of want to. But how about gimme instead of give me? Gimme the keys. How about tryna instead of trying to? I'm trying to finish this. Tryna. How about ain't instead of am, is, are not? Have and has not. Like we ain't seen that movie. I actually have a whole video on contractions and these types of things. If you want to learn more, you can check out my next video up there. You see, contractions was one of the main reasons that really confused me and messed with my head when I'd watch a movie. Sometimes it's not that the person in a movie using new words. It seems like they're using new words, but actually they're using words that you already know. They've just changed them with contractions. Look, learning contractions was a total game changer for me. I tried to learn every possible contraction there is out there. And once I understood how those sounds are made, they didn't feel so alien anymore when I heard them in movies. So here's the point. Understanding movies without subtitles isn't magic. Use the training wheels method. Find your sweet spot level, adjust the speed, and understand and learn linking and contractions. If you do this just for 2 weeks, you'll see the real difference. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.